Hi everyone, this is Dom, aka Shells. You may know me from the Pro80CX forums. And today I'm going to show you how you enter a complete route as well as the corresponding SIDs and stars into the FMS of the level D767. I just loaded up the plane with load up state that has ground power activated, so we have enough power here, and aligned the IRSs. And basically that's all I did. So I will show you how this works with an example for a flight from Frankfurt, Echo Delta Delta Fox to Berlin Tegel, Echo Delta Delta Tango in Germany. We're not actually going to fly there as usual. I'll just show you how you enter the route. I have a little bit different route than in the other tutorials I did before, to show you how a little bit longer routes can be added quite fast. So, let's say we just start. I'll just enter the start point here on reference. See that the last position and the airport more or less fits. So we set the IRS, go to here and enter Echo Delta Delta Fox as our origin and Echo Delta Delta Tango as our destination. Then we set our flight number, which is my name here. So go to the next page, and now I'll show you how you enter the route. As I said, I did a different route than in the other tutorials I did before for the other planes, because constant improvement, and I want to show you how you more or less efficiently and fast enter a little bit longer routes. So we just start with our first waypoint, which is TOBAK. We put it to the right where the waypoints go, and from TOBAK we fly direct to TIKNI waypoint. That's not a really short route anyway, but it helps describing. So waypoints go to the right, and the FMS directly recognizes the direct and puts it in here as identifier. So now we enter the airway Uniform November 746. Where is Uniform November 746? So then we have another airway, and the connection point is ROBEL. So now we could enter ROBEL here and enter the next airway to here, or we do it the efficient way. We just enter the next airway, and the FMC will autofill the waypoint that's connecting both. This works as well in the 737 and all Boeing FMSs basically. It will also work in the upcoming 777. I didn't really point it out in the other tutorial I did for the NGX. I don't know why I'm doing this every time, so it's so natural I don't really think about it. Anyway, if you have another airway, you just enter it here, and the FMS will autofill the connection point between both, and it will tell you if there is no connection possible. So we leave the Tango 200 airway and our star entry point, which will be RUDAK today. So we enter RUDAK, go to the legs page and see basically if this makes sense. Could cross-check this with en route charts, or just make sure the distances between the waypoints make sense. So we go to here, go to RUDAK. This looks good so far. Activate, execute, it's in there. So now you would continue with your cockpit preparation flow and all the tasks you have to do to get the plane up and running. We will skip that now. We will assume we just contacted clearance delivery, and clearance delivery gave us the runway we will depart from, as well as the SID that brings us to TOBAK. So to enter this, we go to the departure arrival page, and it directly will come up with the local departures here. So you could now select C for the SID or the runways, which makes totally sense to select the runways because they will filter the SIDs then. So we will depart 07 center, which is active today, selected, and then all the corresponding SIDs will be filtered. We will depart via the TOBAK 8 delta departure, so we selected TOBAK 8 delta from 0, 7 center. Select it before we execute it. As usual, we go to the next page and see if this makes sense what's in there. As well as I should set the plan mode here. So we see the plan mode. This makes sense. Can go up again. So to 800 feet on runway, heading more or less then to the DF149 waypoint, to the Metro VOR, and then to TOBAK. It's already in here in the dashed line, so we can just step this through. 49 to the Metro VOR to TOBAK. That fits, execute, it's in there. So now we could start up and would be good to go. The star usually is assigned, not now, it's assigned when you come near airport by the ATC. They will assign the approach to you, so you won't know it now, you won't enter it now for sure. Especially on long haul planes like the 767 or the 777 MD-11, you surely don't know how the weather will be when you arrive. So you wouldn't normally go and take off now. We will assume we are en route now, so we already received our star and approach info, so we will edit now. En route later on, the arrival page will come up with the route 1 arrival page. We're now on the ground at our destination, so we have to go to the index back here and select it manually here. But anyway, you can select it here. You can, if you have a second route as an alternate, for example, you will have the information standing here for the second route. Or if you have an emergency, you have to revert or anything else unplanned while you're en route, you can select for all the other airports that are not in the database. Select down here, go to ROBEL for example, and be able to select them. So we are doing this with the destination we planned today, so we go to Tegel, go to the arrivals page, and we assume we got clearance for ILS right left. We arrive via RUDAK, so we will receive clearance with the RUDAK for Zulu departure, arrival, I'm sorry. So we select it now. There will be no transition today. If there would be a transition, you can just select it and the route will be auto-filled. But it makes more sense here to show what happens if there is no transition. Then normally approach vectors would be given, or direct from the IF to the FAF would be assumed. So before we execute this, we go back to the next page, step this whole thing through until we got to RUDAK and then LRZ, which is the IAF, and see then there is a route discontinuity between LRZ and LIGBA. As I said here, the transitions would start or vectors, so the route will end at LRZ. Go one step further. And then vectors would be assumed. So we will fly or at least set a direct from LRZ to LIGBA. To do that, we clear the discontinuity. As usual in Boeing, we select a waypoint after it in the scratch pad and override. And then it's in there. It's a direct line. If there will be vectors, then will be good anyway. Just do the select heading, hold, and go for the heading. So otherwise, if the direct is assumed, we are totally good. We will see step it through from LRZ to LIGBA, which is the FAF. Then we go to the outer marker 08 left to 08 left, and already in there the missed approach procedure, which is 522 on runway heading, then to the D079D point, then to the Löwenberg VUR to Lanum, and then back to the final again. This looks good. Execute. It's magenta, it's in there. So we totally programmed the complete route, and yeah, so much about that. If you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask. The route details will stand in the YouTube video, better below the YouTube video in the comments field. So yeah, hope you enjoyed the video, and always good flying. Thanks for watching.